I've been searching for a big bag, never stop, little found day. Then she gave me tired, hungry, need a buffet. Yeah, straight like pie, what I'm tryna convey. You can find me with my wrist shining, teeth shining, bitch shining. Boy, you looking damn fit, shining, sun shining, wit shining, really, really damn. Have you seen my boat? Yeah, drop top coach, cleaning as a soap. You a used up roach, baby, no money with the bag, it's a tote. She said she used the voice, but she might have used the throat. Mommy said I'm a good boy, you the dope. She wanna live my ice cream, she don't wanna have a float. Pull up on my Nerf and I'll leave you in the moat. Yeah, thermal with the scope, so I let it go. Been searching for a big bag, never stop, little found day. Then she gave me tired, hungry, need a buffet. Yeah, straight like pie, what I'm tryna convey. You can find me with my wrist shining, teeth shining, bitch shining. Boy, you looking damn fit, shining, sun shining, wit shining, really, really damn. My eyes fucking hurt. I don't tryna need a copper, go your visor. Who would've thought? I'm a womanizer, nerves in my clock. Now an equalizer. All these blinding diamonds might just make me cyclops. Finally, my name, baby, no money is a paradox. Snoozing on this lazy boy while your weapon flops. 3 thoughts on my cop, triceratops. I've been searching for a big bag, never stop, little found day. Then she gave me tired, hungry, need a buffet. Yeah, straight like pie, what I'm tryna convey. You can find me with my wrist shining, teeth shining, bitch shining. Boy, you looking damn fit, shining, sun shining, wit shining, really, really damn. I'm a king of the block, buzzing all these cops. Have you seen my heart? Making all these box pop, like I drop a thought. Why she call me pop? Why she call me hot? Money need a lot, sun shining on my clock. Let me tell you. Hello? Let me tell you. Hello?
Baby, need money.
Hey yo, Rav out here still looking for his snare and shit. I think Square found his
Hello! What is up? I am much more energized when it comes to this stream than I am for a lot of my other streams, which is kind of funny because when you think about it, this is a dream analyzing stream, so you think it'd be more on like the sleepy side, right? But let me just tell you what my day has been so far. 6 p.m., right? That's when most days are ending. However, I woke up for my class, it was at 11, went to my 11 class. It ended at, oh, thank you, Megan. It ended at, like 12 p.m., and I fell asleep after that class happened. No, it wasn't Mom's idea, actually. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I came up with it. I digress. I fell asleep after my 12 p.m. class, woke up at 3 p.m., 20 minutes into one of my classes. Thankfully, I didn't miss anything. She was just going over testing. And I thought I slept through calculus, but apparently that was canceled. Either way, for context, I essentially started my day at 3 p.m. today. You're sending me a dream you had this afternoon when you took a nap? Okay, bet. I basically started my dream at 3 p.m. today, and then I woke up and Chloe introduced me to this thing called Starbucks cold brews. Most people are aware that Starbucks cold brews existed, however, I'd never had them. I'm not that into coffee, generally. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for following. Or for subscribing again. You're the best. You're the best, Kimmer. Mwah. Thank you for jumping in. I'm so happy you could make it even just for a bit. I'm not a bum, Mom. But anyway, I got introduced to the idea of a Starbucks cold brew, and I have a very low caffeine tolerance, so these affect me a lot. I had one yesterday, like one of Chloe's, and I was getting like really mad, unreasonably mad at something that happened in one of my classes. Like, can I just give context? I know I'm an environmental, like I'm a sustainability major, so this won't be interesting for a lot of people, but I was doing a simulation where I'm doing a environmental like consulting, I'm doing testing, right? And I was testing the ground all around this site doing some ground testing, trying to find any objects in the ground, and I'm finding nothing, and I finally find something, and the simulation messes up, and it says there's a saving error, so I don't get to save the information. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for subscribing, Badger, you're the best. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Aw. Mwah. But yeah, oh wow, right off the bat, so much love, thank you guys. But I was gonna say, so I finally, the simulation's not working, but it still charged my account like $200, fake money. And so I'm like, what the heck? And I make my group mate do it, and it doesn't work for them. Hi, Hannah. And so we've wasted another $200, and then I try again, it doesn't work for me. $600 down the drain at this point. So we both rage quit the call and just leave the class, because it's like 15 minutes before the class ended, and we tried talking to the professor, and his seat was literally empty. He just got up and walked away. So I email him from my personal email, not my school email, because that's how, I guess, out of it I was. And then I just, like, kept talking about how mad I was that the simulation wasn't working. And Chloe was like, is this because of the cold brew? Is this because of the caffeine? And I'm inclined to agree. I digress. Oh yes, the emotes. When you subscribe to me, you get emotes, and they are the best. I made them myself. But yeah, I digress. This is what we're here for today. Today, I am analyzing viewers' dreams. I asked you on Instagram, I said at the end of my last stream people could DM me on whatever, but I asked people on Instagram to respond to my story or DM me and tell me, oh my god, there's a hype train is about to start. Only one more person needs to gift, sub, or use bits. That's never happened before. That's horrifying. So yeah, if anyone wants to give me money, go ahead. Now would be the time, I guess. Anyways, what's wrong with me? Anyways, I can't think until the beat drops. There we go. Hi, Lizard. Thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, I asked you guys to send me your dreams on Instagram. I had like 8 or 9 submissions, and Jessie just sent me one. So, what better way to start than by reading Jessie's? Let me pull up Instagram. But yes, so just letting you guys know, choo-choo, the hype train is now leaving the station. I know, right? Nah, not yet. You don't sleep, dream.exe not found. I'm concerned for you, and you should sleep. I slept till 3 p.m. today. That wasn't even a link. Technically it is a link. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry. It did link. Alrighty, here we go. Let me look at my DMs. Let me just say, before I get into this, let me switch to my just chatting screen, right? Bam. Thank you so much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Sexy Cola, Mom. So, my first ever hype train has apparently started. Don't worry about getting it to completion, because that's never happened before. Like, it's never even been activated. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I've only been live for like 8 minutes, so yeah. You're the best. Thanks. But, you think Max is level 4 or 5? Gotcha. Okay, sorry, I just got out of it. Let me drink more coffee. This will help me stay awake. Here is my... Okay, hold on. Here is the rundown of what's about to happen, right? So, I, fun fact, in my personal life, like to analyze people's dreams. I am not a very spiritual person. I just enjoy looking at people's dreams and getting something out of them. I mentioned last stream that my mom used to have these reoccurring dreams when she was about 28, where she would see this like old man and his ear or his elbow would fall off and he would just eat it in front of her. And this is a disturbing imagery, and this is very disturbing. Coffee at 6 p.m. This is my like 10 a.m., okay? You accidentally ordered a coffee with 5 espresso shots? What did you say to get them to give you 5 espresso shots? What did you say? Because the only way I can see that happening is you saying, can I get a coffee with 5 espresso shots in it? Let me just say, okay. So this would be disturbing imagery for any person, right? You see an old man, his elbow or his ear falls off or something, and he eats it, like making eye contact with you right in front of you. He's eating himself. But yeah, so this prompted me for the first time in my life to be like, what is going on in someone's waking life for this to be what manifests itself when they're asleep, right? So I analyzed it, I looked into it. Let me wipe my nose. Here we go. I analyzed it, I looked into it, and apparently it means that you're very, very stressed in your waking life. There are a lot of situations that are out of your control, and you feel like you don't have very much control over what's happening to you while you're awake. You're much too busy, all of this stuff. And turns out, when I asked my mom for clarification as to like what was going on at this point in your life for this to be what you're dreaming about, she said, oh yeah, well, I had just given birth to you and your twin sister, and I was working 3 jobs, and I was going to college. And I was like, that will do it. That will definitely do it. So yeah. The fact I've given Cam 2 of my dreams to analyze, this might be a deep look into my psyche. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Especially with, you just mentioned, Lizard, with you and your therapist talk about stress dreams, you cannot take what I'm about to say seriously, because I believe that looking at people's dreams actually can be a helpful way of figuring out what's going on in your real life and what your body is trying to, like, what your subconscious is trying to tell you about your waking life. However, some dreams, they're not meant to be looked into that deeply. They're just strange dreams. And also, if you use something like a dream dictionary or something like that, for symbols, the results for what you get are going to be much different. If I were to actually try to seriously analyze all of the dreams that you guys sent me, we would have to have a conversation about it. And I am not a licensed professional in any regard, okay? But I would have to look into this seriously and have conversations with all of you with exactly what was going on in your life, or what your stresses have been in your waking life, or how you feel personally about a lot of these things in your dreams. But in this stream format, I cannot exactly do that, so this will be a lot of just like shooting in the dark for fun, okay? I'm not gonna read out some of the dreams that people sent me that were more serious, because I don't want to put you on blast, if that makes any sense, and I don't want to like say something that might actually hurt you on stream. Hold on, I'm gonna just switch to my BRB screen so I can like blow my nose for a second, and then I'll get back to reading chat. Thank you for telling me that I'm muted. I tried to hit the unmute button, but I guess I missed. Basically, all I said was, I understand your mistake that you did with your coffee mistake. There we go, there we go. Audio is not gone. You guys can hear me now, correct? Let me know when you can hear me again, please, please. Okay, I'm going to drink a sip of coffee, and then I'm gonna get into dream. Into dream? Into dream. Okay, I'm having a good time. I'm gonna turn off the music for now, okay? Just because I've been trying this thing where I edited my last stream and put it up on the YouTubes. If you haven't checked that out, I have Cam Gala VODs that I have linked down beneath where you guys are talking. But I have a new YouTube channel where I'm gonna try to be posting some edited stuff, and that's just Cam Gala on YouTube, so check that out if you haven't. But I've noticed that when I have random songs playing underneath me speaking, that makes for a very discombobulating viewing experience. You and the other mods are holding a coup? Oh, that's cool. Good for you. Why would you do that to me? Okay. Okay, let's read Jesse's dream, and this will be our first dream. Okay, I'm reading it. It's kind of whack. Let's get into it. So, Jesse Fader, one of my mods, sent me this on Instagram. Quote, "The dream I had this afternoon, I was the child of Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip, but it was the people who played them in the first 2 seasons of The Crown. And we went to Downing Street to meet Winston Churchill, and there was a coup. And I got sliced with a sword by some random girl who kind of looked like Britney Spears. You'd think the dream would end there, but no. We traveled by submarine to Australia to a country fair where I competed in the international golf tournament and became the ambassador of the Commonwealth." Okay, so this is one of those dreams where I read it and immediately, obviously, there's not much about your psyche that can be determined from this one if we're going to be serious. So I read that one, right? You're talking about the crown. You're talking about Winston Churchill. You're talking about specifically Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip, but the people who played them in the TV show. You watch this TV show. When's the last time, if you're in chat, Jesse, let me know when the last time you watched this TV show was, and if it hasn't been a while, or regardless of your other answer, how much you liked this TV show. I know you follow the real life you follow the royal family in real life to some extent already. And also, you know what? Britney Spears, I can't tell you about the Britney Spears one. However, this is just my fun way of saying, from a dream like this, that it's so heavily influenced by a TV show, it kind of sends just the message to me that your brain is thinking about the TV show and the royal family a lot. That doesn't say much about your personal psyche. But, it means you like the show. And what you just said, that confirms for me. You watched it like a month ago and it was pretty good. That's pretty recent. And clearly you like the show. So, bada bing, bada boom, that mystery is solved. We've figured it out. You like the crown. As for some of the other details, like you being slashed with a sword, there is probably something that I could try to draw from that, especially if we're going to look at dream dictionaries or anything like that. Most people who actually analyze dreams, like professionals, not most people, professionals try not to look at things like dream dictionaries simply because what those things mean to you in real life would be different than what they mean to somebody else. There's no universal symbol for a dream that means the same thing for everybody, okay? However, while I'm at it, to see a submarine in your dream, according to dreamdictionary.com, means that you are cautiously exploring your emotions and subconscious feelings. You are guarded about certain emotional issues. Alternatively, the submarine indicates you need to adapt a different perspective and a new understanding of an issue. The submarine is a metaphor that you need to get down to the core of some situation or problem. Interesting, Dream Dictionary. For a dream like Jesse's, that's so The Crown-oriented, it's strange to think of there being some sort of deeper meaning like that to it. But let's look into this. To dream that you are wielding a sword represents strength, but that's not what we're looking at. Okay? We're talking about being stabbed by a sword. So maybe I need to instead look up stab, because the only thing it has for sword is to say that you are wielding it, correct? So let's look at page 4. Let's look at stab. Okay? Let's see what it says for stab. Okay. It says, to dream you've been stabbed signifies a struggle with power. You're experiencing feelings of inadequacy or defensiveness. Alternatively, the dream suggests you're feeling betrayed, as reflected by the popular phrase being stabbed in the back. So, you also had a Prince Philip dream where he was at your extended family's Thanksgiving party and people kept trying to put curses on you? That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing, and I wish you sent that to me. But let's go back to Jesse's dream. Jesse, listen. So from a normal person's perspective, just from a layman's perspective, your dream might be just another crown dream. However, according to dreamdictionary.com, I'm assuming it's a .com site, this dream represents something deeper. It means that you are actually very conflicted in your waking life. We start with The Crown, right? Something that is an easy topic to delve into. It's just The Crown. It's just a TV show, right? It's just a TV show. You are hanging out with these two celebrities who are your mother and your father. You're going to meet Winston Churchill, right? And then you're stabbed by a woman named Britney Spears. I thought that these two actors, my parents, the queen and the prince, were here to protect me. I thought they were protecting me, but it seems they don't protect me. I've been stabbed. I've been betrayed. I'm struggling with power. There's a power dynamic struggle. Which I guess could be reflected by authority figures or people who you look up to in real life who aren't protecting you when you feel you should be protected. Now, taking a submarine to Australia, the Australia part, that does get me. I'm assuming it was Australia, you said. Yes, the Australia part isn't important, but the submarine, that means that you are aware that there is an issue that needs to be resolved in your brain. You know that there's something going on. There's something going on in your waking life that you need to probe into deeper, according to dreamdictionary.com. So you go to Australia. And while you're in Australia, you apparently go to a country fair and compete in the international golf tournament and become the ambassador of the Commonwealth. And the only thing I can take from that dream, move to Australia. I think this dream is telling you to move to Australia. I think you should move to Australia. Also, this is just a hard read from Cameron herself. Hi, Jessie. You're at a complicated stage in high school where you just took the SATs and you're starting to have to think about your future a lot. Maybe this is just your way of thinking I should move to Australia and become ambassador of the Commonwealth. Think about it. Think about it. Think about becoming the ambassador of the Commonwealth. I would if I were you. But let's look at... I believe that was a good dream. I believe I nailed it on the head there. I think I nailed it on the head. I think I've got you. Okay, let's us look at my first dream that was sent to me. Okay? This was the first dream that was sent to me by O'Donnell.Maddie on Instagram. Some of you may know her. She sent me this dream, which is similarly nonsensical, okay? And I actually heard about this dream a few days ago because she is my real-life friend. And this is going to be a very interesting one to try to glean any sort of meaning from, okay? Maddie, you don't come to my streams. I'm just putting this one in here for you because, I'm interested in it, okay? Here's the dream. Sydney went sledding. This is another friend of ours. Went sledding without shoes on, and then the sled fell out from under her, but she kept on going down the mountain in her socks like she was skateboarding. And then she apologized to me for breaking the sled, but I was just concerned about her feet. This happened 2 days ago. This dream is very fun, and also very nothing. There's nothing on the surface that can be gleaned from this. You had a dream about a mutual friend of ours essentially surfing down a mountain, skiing down a mountain in her socks. Sorry, my mother just texted me and asked if I'm pooping correctly. Thank you, Mom. I'm doing okay there, Ma, thanks. I'm a bit off put, not gonna lie, but let's get back into the analyzing. To dream that someone is sledding down a hill in their socks, I'm going to just do a cold read before I look into this any deeper, and I'll see if I feel like I need to look into this any deeper based off of this first read. Okay? Yeah, thank you, Mom. We appreciate it. We appreciate you being my mom, looking out for my mental health. Mental health, physical health. The mental health, I'm also doing okay there. I digress. To dream that somebody is sledding down a hill, and then the sled falls out from underneath them, but they continue to sled, clearly that is somebody who you look up to a lot. That's someone who can do things that you did not imagine possible. This is someone with a lot of resolve, who can make the most out of any situation, and they can sled down a hill in their socks. while standing up. That's power. And then at the end, they're still concerned about your sled. This is a selfless person. This is somebody you think about highly. And, you know, you could have actually been sledding with this friend at some point in your real life, but I don't think that's what's important here. I think what's important here is that this person is magical. Okay, I'm losing the train of thought a little bit. You understand where I'm coming from, though? I'm gonna have you go look at this stream later and tell me if you think I nailed it on the head. Because I'm pretty sure I just got you. I'm pretty sure I just got it. This person is someone who is very capable, who you look up to a lot, who is selfless, and who cares about you a lot, and has shown you a lot of kindness. Because they lost your sled, and they potentially hurt their feet very badly, and they still just care about you. Hole in one. I got it. Next dream. 2 dreams down. However many dreams to go. Hannah sent me this one, okay? In chat, Sexy Cola. Sexy Cola sent me this one. And, you know, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at it and I'm like, how am I gonna make a joke about this? Are you gonna analyze my H dream? Yes, I have all the dreams. Oh, actually, I don't think I have that dream written down. I don't think I have that one written down. But I could. So, Dork Stuck in a Dungeon on Instagram, Sexy Cola in chat, sent to me, and I quote, I had a month of dreams where various authority figures beat me with metal folding chairs. For context, this was at the end of their first freshman year of high school because they skipped a grade and had to do another one, etc., etc. But it came back earlier this year, which is 2 years later. So, to dream that authority figures beat you with metal folding chairs for a month, different authority figures. This is somebody who, in the past, I know in real life, has had very violent dreams. You have pretty violent dreams. You've had a lot of dreams about you dying or people you know dying or just a lot of negative emotions. I know a lot of very smart people who are plagued with these types of dreams. And you are one of them. You just got KFC. That is off topic, but I'm really happy for you. Good for you. Let me have more coffee, goddammit. I died in your dream last night? What the hell? Okay, I'm sorry. Let me get back to the point. You dreamed that authority figures were beating you with metal folding chairs, and to anybody else, this would be extremely concerning. But to you, it's just another dream that you had, just another recurring violent dream that you had for a month. Okay? I am going to do another hard read. I'm going to do a cold read right now and tell you what this means. You, in real life, very smart, cares a lot about school and doing well in school. To dream that authority figures are beating you with metal folding chairs, the weapon, probably not important here. It would be if we talked to dreamdictionary.com. However, what this most probably means, because that's a thing people say, that you just care a lot about doing well. And these authority figures beating you with metal chairs probably represents you feeling like you are not good enough or that you are not doing enough in your real life, and that you are subconsciously aware, or at least subconsciously thinking, that you are letting these people down. Which is probably not the case. You're very talented and very smart. However, having dreams of this sort of caliber, that's probably what it means, is that these people you feel you are letting down, or you are afraid that you will be letting down. That probably is not true. It's probably just a manifestation of your stress. I would say that most dreams that you have are probably stress dreams. For instance, you just put in my chat that I died in your dream last night being hit by a train. That is probably because I was on your mind and you're worried about my well-being. Or you miss me, or you're afraid that you won't be able to see me, or any of those types of things, you're concerned. These are stress dreams, and I'm sorry that you have them every night, but that's probably what it means. Now, going to dreamdictionary.com, let us just switch to my display capture and go to dreamdictionary.com. We're going to look up and try to see what being beaten means. Let's go to B. And let's go to this one. And let's go to beaten. No, I went too far. Beat. I went too far already. Let's go to page 1. Ba 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 ba. Beat. Where is it? Where am I supposed to find? Where? Here we go. To dream you are beaten indicates you need to make some fundamental changes to your character. You need to make some unconscious adjustments and evaluations. Alternatively, it suggests that someone is pushing you beyond your limits. That's a good one to say. You feel like you're being pushed beyond your limits and that authority figures in your life are asking too much from you, and you don't know what to do. This is a stress response. Let's try to look up chair, shall we? Let's try to look up what chair means. Do I actually think that this has any bearing on your life? No. She and you were surrogates for horses? What the heck? Hannah says it was kind of funny after the first 2 weeks of folding chairs. You're kind of messed up. Okay. To see a chair in your dream. Oh, a folding chair in your dream. It refers to an ever-changing situation. Hell yeah. So, okay. According to dreamdictionary.com, you being beaten with metal folding chairs by your authority figures means that a lot of changing situations are being thrown at you at once and too much is being asked for you. You feel like you need to make changes in your waking life, and also that you are letting down these authority figures. Is this fun for you? Because you probably sent this to me as a joke, and now I'm thinking about it, I have nothing but bad things to say about what these dreams mean. Anyway, I feel like I'm probably correct again. I'm just gonna say, nobody here can dispute me. I'm 3 for 3 when it comes to these dreams, okay? I'm just getting it perfect. I'm getting it perfect. Okay, this next dream. This is one that I am very excited to do because it was sent to me and I was like, I have no clue what this means and I probably am not going to be able to do any cold reads for this one. I'm not going to be able to look at this and tell you what it means, okay? This is the dream I was sent by cat.mun_ on Instagram. I had a nightmare. I was unable to stop eating bowls of Fruit Loops and got in a fight with my friend as to who can eat more Fruit Loops. I asked for further context, and apparently, this person has not eaten Fruit Loops in years, is indifferent to them, and this dream happened last week. We are going to turn to my friend dreamdictionary.com to try to figure out what this dream means, because I can't tell you. I have no clue. Let's look up Fruit Loops. No, that probably doesn't exist. Let's look up cereal, okay? Let's look up cereal. Here we go. To dream you are eating cereal denotes the start of a new project or new stage of your life. It may also indicate your need to restore yourself in some basic way. Alternatively, your mind may be already thinking ahead to breakfast. It's not uncommon for your fleeting thoughts to be incorporated into your dream. That last one is probably wrong because the main focus of this dream is Fruit Loops. The reason I asked how this person felt about Fruit Loops, by the way, is because if they had an opinion about Fruit Loops in real life, then that could help to denote what sort of dream this was. However, they don't. So, Fruit Loops, huh? I feel like having a dream where you're unable to stop eating Fruit Loops, I probably should have asked to see, like, what type of dream this was, but they said at the beginning, as I just checked in my document, I had a nightmare. And if you say I had a nightmare, then I'm assuming that the feelings you're feeling about being forced to eat all of these Fruit Loops are negative feelings. You don't want to eat all of these Fruit Loops. So, without any further ado, we're going to try to see what eating could mean, okay? Eating contest. You are lacking a social life. Turning to food as a companion. Consider the type of food you are eating to determine which area of your life is severely lacking. According to DreamDictionary.com, your breakfast life is severely lacking. Or it highlights your ability to process emotions quickly. Doubt it. Let's look at the eating tab. To dream you are overeating signifies a lack of spirituality and fulfillment in your waking life. Food is a metaphor to fulfill and gratify your hunger for love and desires. Okay. I don't trust this. But I also, if there is a Fruit Loops tab in here, I will literally cry. Let's check. To see if it says anything about Fruit Loops. Like, it probably shouldn't. It wouldn't, right? Okay, it just says fruit. Alrighty. Listen up. Cat.mun_ on Instagram. To dream that you are eating Fruit Loops and you are unable to stop, that tells me, according to DreamDictionary.com, that you are having to, hold on, let me try to put together my thoughts on this one, because this is a complicated topic. This is difficult. And yes, Jesse, I saw the notification. To dream that you are eating Fruit Loops and unable to stop eating Fruit Loops and are having an eating contest with a friend about these Fruit Loops. This makes me think that these Fruit Loops represent something deeper to you, okay? And according to DreamDictionary.com, they represent some sort of emotional thing in your life that you feel like you're lacking. To say that it's a nightmare and that you're unable to stop makes me think that this is something you're being forced to confront in your waking life that you, in your dreams, can't avoid anymore. Your dreams are making it so that you have to confront whatever this thing is that's haunting you, apparently, in your dreams or in your waking life. So, I can't say for sure what the issue is because I am not aware of what your situation is in your waking life. However, I would go as far as to say that whatever this feeling you're having is, it's probably related to your relationships with other people or stress regarding school, because if it was very recently, we are just past midterms at this point in the semester, so that could be it. Or because there's another person there, it makes me think that you are relying on your friends too much to comfort you when it comes to whatever you are not addressing in your waking life. I'm sorry to make this a bit of a downer. Maybe I should start saying that these dreams are funnier things than they are. Because I just took a dream about Fruit Loops and eating Fruit Loops and made it sound incredibly depressing. That's the power that I have. From now on, I was about to say, from now on, I'm only going to make these dreams sound like they're positive. However, that would be false advertising because, I don't know, they're probably not. I'm going to look at the dream that Jesse sent me on Instagram. I'm going to open that bad boy up. Here we go. Jesse. Jesse says, my sister and I were on a plane going to Vermont, but we crashed into the ocean and our dad came and picked us up. He drove us to our appointments to become surrogates for horses. My sister was afraid of it, but I thought it was fine. When you say surrogates for horses, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean when you say become a surrogate for a horse? You're carrying this horse? You're carrying horses? Because according to DreamDictionary.com, there's probably something about pregnancy in there. There, like, definitely is something about pregnancy in there. Okay. Let me see. To dream that you are pregnant symbolizes an aspect of yourself or some aspect of your personal life that is growing and developing. You may not be ready to talk about it or act on it. Being pregnant in your dream may also represent the birth of a new idea, project, direction, or goal. Dreaming that you did not realize you were pregnant. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. Okay. Let me see. To dream that you are pregnant with someone else's baby implies that you are moving towards a different direction than you envisioned. Ah. Okay, let me see. So you're not pregnant, blah, 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 blah. Jesse, this is a weird one. Your sister dreamed that you guys were gonna give birth to horses. Oh, a cowboy hat was redeemed. Okay. Here we go. Thank you for the cowboy hat. Yeehaw. I feel better now. I feel much better now. No, I feel much better. I feel much better. And I feel like I can talk about you and your sister being dream impregnated with horse babies much better now that I have a cowboy hat on my head. Listen to me. Listen to me, Jesse. There is no deeper meaning to be gleaned from this dream. I tried. I looked at the dream dictionary. It had a whole section on pregnancy. I can't tell if there is no deeper meaning to this dream or if I am just unwilling to look deeper into this dream. It's probably the second one, not gonna lie. I don't want to talk about this dream anymore. I'm gonna be honest. I was about to say I'm gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be honest. Whatever your sister's subconscious was trying to tell her when it said you are going to be a surrogate for horses is not something I want to be privy to. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. You can analyze this dream in your personal time, okay? On your time, not on mine. I'm offended you brought this to me, okay? Okay. There we go. Let me see. Wow, the caffeine's really starting to kick in. Adiot on Instagram sent me this one. Concept. Got shrunk by a mean man and he put me into a popcorn bag and popped it. This happened 2 days ago. Huh? What? You got shrunk by a mean man and he put you into a popcorn bag and he popped it. I didn't realize that I could drink a Starbucks cold brew and then reading your dreams, all of you, would deal this much psychic damage to me. This hurts. This hurts to have to go through. And I'm trying to remember what shrink comes up as alphabetically. Okay. Let me look up shrink. Perfect. There is nothing for shrink. Let me look up shrunk. There's nothing to shrunk. No, I'm just kidding. Apparently the thing isn't working to look stuff up. So, no, they are actual horses. I don't want to talk about the horse dream, okay? We're not talking about the horse dream. That's messed up. If you're just coming here and you want me to read your dreams, go to my Instagram. It is linked down below. And by linked, I mean I have my @ It's not linked. Okay, let's look up and see if it says anything about shrinking. Because I'm interested in this one. This is a funny concept. Here we go. To dream you're shrinking represents you lack self-confidence and self-esteem. You may be feeling embarrassed, insignificant, or unimportant in some situation. Perhaps you feel you have been overlooked by others. Okay. So, let's look up popcorn, because I want to know what popcorn has in dreams that might be significant. Popcorn. Interesting. Popcorn. To eat or make popcorn. Nope, that's not important. This isn't important. Okay, this is what Dream Dictionary says about popcorn. To eat or make popcorn in your dream suggests positive growth. You're full of ideas. Some important fact or truth is being made aware to you through the dream. If the popcorn is unpopped, then it symbolizes potential. But that's the thing. In this dream of Addie's, or of Addie, in this dream of Addie's, she was shrunk down by a mean man into a popcorn bag and then popped. According to DreamDictionary.com, this means basically one thing. You've been shrunk down. It means that this mean man is making you feel small and insignificant. Perhaps this mean man represents somebody else in your real life. Someone who has too much control over you. Okay? So if there is one person in your life that you have given too much control over basically how you think about yourself, if you value their word over yours, then that could be who this mean man is in this dream. Okay? This mean man is shrinking you down and putting you into a popcorn bag. No clue what that means. I guess I could look up bags, but I'm not going to, okay? It says that if the popcorn is unpopped, it symbolizes potential. So while you're in this bag, you have the potential to pop, and then you are popped, out of your control. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say, what this dream means is that there is a situation outside of your control, or a situation that you don't feel like you can control, that you are in, that is making you feel insignificant or unsure or insecure about yourself, and you feel like you don't have control over the outcome of this situation. You're basically just a bystander to your own life. Other people besides you are making important decisions about where you're going in life and telling you how you should feel about yourself and the direction you're going in life. There. Guys, there are basically two things that can happen when you send your dreams to me. One, I tell you that they're really negative for some reason, or two, I refuse to look at them. There we go. Whew. I nailed it. Nailed it again. Okay, if you're still in chat, Badger, I'm going to look at your dream now. You've sent me the longest dreams, besides the ones Jesse sent. Okay? Here we go. Cam recounts a story. That's me. We're in a town with a lazy river-esque thing separating us from Disneyland. She is dressed as a boy. Out of the crowd comes a lady and a bunch of people dressed in stereotypical Moroccan attire. They decide that Cam is going to marry their daughter right then and there, so she sneaks away and jumps into a boat on the river and sails away before they notice she's gone. This was very funny in my dream and was a comedic mental picture. So, you dreamed that I was marrying somebody, or was being told to marry somebody without my permission. They wanted me to marry them. Or they wanted me to marry their daughter, rather. Let's look into this. Marriage. Okay. To dream that someone is in an arranged marriage suggests that they are being forced to do something they don't want to do, or are reluctantly moving into a new stage in their life. Okay. I doubt that that's what this means in this context. Yeah, it was against my will. I did not want to. Okay, so I don't think I can look at Dream Dictionary for this. This mostly just sounds like a random nonsensical dream you were having. Okay, I was dressed as a boy. That's an easy one. That's an easy misconception. I've been mistaken for a boy. I've had short hair the whole time you've known me. I dress more androgynously sometimes. So we can just say me being dressed as a boy or me being mistaken for a boy is just a comedic, a little slap on the knee that your dream did, where it was like, ha, these people have decided that this woman who is actually a man is going to marry their daughter. Okay? All I can think of this because you are standing and watching the situation happen, all I can really glean from this dream is that I, in your waking life, am seen as, I'm not going to say comedic relief, that is not what I mean. I was doing something in your waking life, or providing some sort of thing in your waking life for you to stand aside and watch. So, in this dream, probably no deeper meaning to it, gonna be honest. If I were to try to assign a deeper meaning to it, it would mean that I, at this point in your life, or whatever had brought on this dream, was being comedic and was being something that you could look on and laugh at. So, like, or not laugh at, laugh with, whatever the case being. It's a pretty lighthearted message. This dream, I'm assuming it's very lighthearted. I'm not going to read too deeply into the against my will, because this feels almost like cartoon-esque, where it's like, oh snap, she has to marry this person. Oh, but she escaped in the river, and also, you said it was near Disneyland. So, like, this whole thing seems like just a lighthearted little haha. Not something to be read into too deeply. I would not worry about it. I just noticed Jesse sent me a Harry Potter themed dream, so we're gonna look into the Harry Potter dream that Jesse sent me. Jesse says, I have been having this dream on and off for 3 months, but it happened nightly for about a month. Basically, life was normal, besides the fact that Remus Lupin and Sirius Black had taken the place of the music department teachers, and McGonagall was the principal. There was magic to a degree, but no one that attended the high school could do magic, so we were just kinda there. But Voldemort was there in the form of a Cheeto Man with a corn hair wig, and the Second American Civil War happened. When you say Cheeto Man, do you mean Chester the cheetah? Or do you mean a human Cheeto with a corn hair wig? I must know this. You jumped off of a bridge into a merchant ship? That's nice. What the hell? Anyway, was Chester the Cheeto? No, sorry, was Chester the cheetah being was Chester the cheetah being Voldemort in your dream? Number 45, that's what you mean. If you know, you know. Can you analyze my dream? Mayhaps I can. Just so you know, it probably won't be, too accurate because we're just doing this for fun, but I would love to look at it. Right now, we're talking about, one of the people in chat, Jesse Fader's dreams that's Harry Potter themed. This one is also, I'm noticing a trend with your dreams, Jesse. They reflect the media that you've been consuming while you're awake. You had a dream about The Crown, a TV show you watched, and you also had a dream about Harry Potter, a show that, not a show, a series and a movie series that you read and watched. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is probably just your dream's bizarre way of inserting you and the people you know into Harry Potter in a way that is familiar to you. So all I can glean from this is the reason that Remus Lupin and Sirius Black took the place of the music department teachers is because those are the teachers that you interact with the most on a daily basis. And also I know you don't really fuck with Dumbledore, so there's probably a reason why McGonagall took the place. Oh, hi. There's probably a reason that I just totally lost my train of thought, sorry. There's probably a reason why McGonagall took the place of the principal instead of Dumbledore, right? So, are you in a history class right now? Can you analyze my dream next time? You guys can just, like, send me your dreams or whatever, or say them in chat. Just don't put anything that is, like, don't break my rules, right? Don't be mean or offensive. Don't be, like, cheeky, like you're trying to pull a funny one on me, right? But yeah, the American history, like, thing, the only reason I can think that you would dream about did you say the Second American Civil War? You said the Second American Civil War happened. The only reason I can think you would dream that is because literally a whole plot point at the end of Harry Potter is a war happening, right? So this is literally just your dream's very strange way of making you put Harry Potter and your real life and combine them into one thing. And this one thing is you at your actual high school with Harry Potter characters. You're still not magical, and a war happens. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Also, just talking about lucid dreaming for a second, because I saw somebody mention it. Lucid dreaming means that you can do whatever you want to do in your dream. Basically, the amount of control you have is negligible, or not negligible. It depends, right? So I've lucid dreamed before, and most of the time what I choose to do in my lucid dreams is fly. However, unlike a lot of people, what I can do while I'm lucid dreaming is limited. So I might be aware that I'm dreaming, but that doesn't give me omnipotent powers like it gives other people. If you were to say that you were lucid dreaming, probably means that, like, to say that you're lucid dreaming means that you had some aspect of control. It has nothing to do with how realistic the dream felt. So in regards to your dream that you said, Justice, it would have to do mostly, like, whether or not it's lucid doesn't have anything to do with how realistic it feels. It has to do with, basically just how, if you were able to do something in your dream, like, if you realize you're dreaming in your dream. If while you're dreaming, you realize that you're dreaming and you can do something that you want to, that because you're like, hey, I'm dreaming, I can do whatever I want to do, that constitutes lucid dreaming. There you go. So that's just my little add-on there. Okay, let me see. I have a message request. Okay. Long Island, this is a dream I just got from Jetfrog on Instagram. Thank you so much. Long Island geologically shifted into a circle. Most of the land stretched and got bigger, but where I lived got squished in one direction, so it was just as wide but got real short. Okay, so this prompts a few questions, okay? One of my questions is, do you live on, like, well, I'm not going to ask you to say if you, like, live on Long Island. However, what this makes me think is you live on Long Island, you're taking, mayhaps geology, like, how much do you know about geology, right? That would be a question. So, how much do you know about geology in your waking life? Do you live, like, how much do you care about Long Island? To dream that it got shifted into a circle just makes me think that you've been learning about geology or thinking about geology a lot, or that you have a knowledge of it that most people don't, you know? It's a strange dream because it's just like, you're literally just dreaming that where you live got shifted. I'm not sure if I can dream, you would not say you have a working knowledge of geology. Well, I guess that also makes sense because geologically that isn't possible. Okay, here's the thing. Part of me wants to say that there's no significance to this. However, to say that where you were living got, like, squished or short could potentially have to do with your living situation feeling changed lately. Like, some situation outside of your control has made the way that you live your life change, or you're worried about that happening. If that doesn't seem to be the case, then I would just say this is just a strange dream you had, and that perhaps if we looked more into how you feel about these different dream symbols, we could come up with something. But just from a base level analysis, I'm not sure that I can, like, give that detailed of an explanation. Just saying once again, I'm not an expert at this. This is just something I do for fun because I've noticed that some dream symbols can actually have real life significances for people. Let me look at your dream, Kinky. You said you had a dream where your friend Damien fell to the floor holding a wound on his arm, which now was leaking profusely onto the ground, and said, I can't deal with this anymore. I am going to say, does your friend Damien in real life, have they been going through something? Have you been worried about their well-being? Even just mentally, right? Has something been going on in their life that you're concerned about? Because you could just be dreaming about them because this is a person that you think about a lot. Or it could be just that they have been doing something, or you're worried something will happen to them, right? Because if they're wounded like that and they're saying they can't do this anymore, that indicates a lot of tiredness. But yeah. I can't say, some people say that their dreams can read the future, and honestly, like, I've known some people where that's kind of rang true a little bit, where something that they dreamed kind of came true, but I don't think, I personally don't believe in that sort of thing, right? Also, Bimbos, I saw you sent me a dream earlier, like on Instagram, that was like, you felt that you thought every time that you were, in charge of your nephew, you dreamt in a bunch of different situations recurring, that when you were in charge of looking after your nephew, you would lose him. And I wasn't going to completely delve that deeply into this on the stream, just because, like, this one is just obviously, to me, it might not be obvious to you, but having a dream like that just probably means that you were stressed out about having to take care of your nephew. Like, actually, you love your nephew, you just probably don't think that you're like a responsible enough person to be looking after your nephew, you know, for that long. So yeah, I wasn't gonna bring it up, but I saw that you're in chat, so let me see. Oh no, I just quickly read that dream you had about ambiguity, and I'm not gonna analyze that one, but I'm sorry that you dreamt it. So yeah. Let me see. I'm trying to see if there's any other ones. I got a submission from Sophie __. Bleh. I got a submission from Sophie ___ Yvette on Instagram that said, Zoloft gives me trippy dreams now. A ghost told me inside my roommate's cat was a person. The only thing I can say about this, dreams be trippy, huh? Drugs, am I right? That's all I can say about that. And if you want to hear about drugs that related to dreams that are kind of weird, my friend who is in chat, Life of Badger, I analyzed one of their dreams, has a podcast that comes out called Internet Deep Dives. Badger's Internet Deep Dives. It comes out every Thursday, and yeah, they actually just came out with last week an episode on Ambien, which is a sleep medication that makes people have trippy dreams, or at least makes people trip before they go to sleep. And so if you're interested in that type of thing, not just talking to Sophie, talking to anybody who might be watching, then check out that podcast episode. It's called Badger's Internet Deep Dives, and it's on basically anywhere you can find podcasts. And also, on that note, Badger is actually having me on is having me on the podcast. So next Thursday, which is Earth Day, I'm going to be having a stream where I have Badger on, and we're going to be doing some fun Earth Day activities because I'm an environmental person, and the details of it are completely hammered out, but also that Thursday, an episode of Badger's Internet Deep Dives will be coming out, and I'll be talking about my experiences with Twitch. So yeah, look out for that if that's something you might be interested in. I'll mention it again for sure, but it will be coming out next Thursday, and you can find it on basically anywhere you can stream podcasts. And yeah, that tends to happen, Jesse. Your dreams do get weirder when you take sleeping meds. I don't know. Also, just something I wanted to say. If you feel like you don't dream very much and you would like to start dreaming, this is actual advice. Start to keep a dream journal. And if you don't dream, you might be thinking, why would I keep a dream journal? But if you keep a journal right by your bed, or when you wake up in the morning, you go into the notes app on your phone and you just write down, I didn't have any dreams. In like 2 weeks, you will probably start to dream. You might open the floodgates for yourself. Just do this for about 2 weeks or just any period of time, and when you wake up in the morning, you'll be training yourself to remember what you dreamt about. Even if that's not normally something that happens. You don't normally think you dream. You probably do. Alrighty? But yeah. Let me think. I'm probably... Let me just look. I have a couple other dreams people sent to me. However, I'm probably not going to go into more dreams just because... Oh, hi, Kanar. I was just thinking, right? So, dream analyzing. Kind of a tricky subject now that I think about it, right? You're looking at something as personal as what somebody dreams about when they're asleep, something that they don't have any control over, something that their subconscious makes them think about. And a lot of the times, people use dream analyzing to try to figure out what's going on in their waking life. And for some people who are actually going through issues, it could be slightly detrimental to hear somebody like moi, who is not qualified to give advice on this type of thing, telling them what these dreams mean. So I'm just saying, you should take what I have said during this stream with a grain of salt, okay? I would not say I'm the end-all be-all in any regard when it comes to you trying to figure out what your dreams mean, okay? Good. I'm glad we're on the same note. But yeah, I'm sorry you just got here, Kanar. I'm thinking of wrapping this one up because I woke up at 3 p.m., had a lot of coffee, and I'm trying to think about people's dreams. And I'm starting to, I think, panic a little bit. Thinking just like, I hope that nobody is like, I hope I haven't offended anybody with what I've said about their dreams. This is for funny ha-has. Also on dream journals, write down anything you can get, even if it's not much. If all you remember was a sense of redness, then you dreamt some heckin' redness, so acknowledge that. Hell yeah. I agree. I think dreams can be super fun. I think that for a lot of people, the more you start to think about this, the more details you'll remember about your dreams, and the more fun that can be. I have a friend, somebody who sent me some dreams, actually, that I'm not going to go into in this stream. Their name is, it's Astro, but the last one is a 019. Hello. They send me the best dreams. I read their dreams, and it's like I'm reading works of art. These dreams mention, like politics that are going on in the world and, like, real-life issues, and I'm just like, how did you so perfectly represent this in a dream? Like, this could be a short film. And they're just like, I don't know, it's just what I dreamt about. And I'm like, your mind is beautiful. Your H dream that kickstarted this, Jesse, hit me with the H dream again, because I honestly don't remember all of the details, and I would like to have all the details. Okay? But yeah, I think dreams rule. I've had a lot of dreams in the past that tell actual full complete stories. So yeah, sorry you left fire drill. You had a fire drill? Are you still in the fire drill? Or are you done? Like, are you on my live stream during your fire drill? Interesting. Good to know. But yeah. Jesse, hit me with that again. But anyways, yeah, hit me with your dream again, and that will be what ends our stream. Will be me going over your H dream, the thing that kickstarted this, and then at the end, we can assess how I did, okay? Because I think I did a pretty good job, not gonna lie. Let me put on some music because I've decided I miss it. Aw, Bob Ross. Oh, let me block my Spotify thing from showing up just because it's complicated. It's confusing. If anyone wants to know what song's playing right now, it's Evil Fantasy by Freddie Dredd. But yeah, on the topic of dreams, eyebrow piercing should be a sub-goal. You want me to make me getting an eyebrow piercing a sub-goal? For anyone who doesn't know, I would love an eyebrow piercing. But I have worked a lot of food service jobs, and I probably will be working more food service jobs, and you cannot have facial piercings while you're working in food unless you, like, take them out and replace them with, like, a plastic piece, like a nose piercing or whatever, and I can't do that when I first get one, so I will only be able to get an eyebrow piercing when I can be sure that I will not be working in food. Okay. We were doing a musical. I don't know what musical it was, but we were all children wearing maroon and white. The stage was able to turn, and we were on risers of some sort doing a kick line. Each had us pretend we had Tourette's, and if we didn't want to do it or had concerns with it, we would be kicked out of the show. And if we brought it up to the principal, we would be suspended. Jesse, I'm gonna be honest. What this dream probably means, from personal experience, okay? From personal experience, it means that H has way too much control over the music department and what you guys do, right? It means that you feel, whether this is true or not, that you can have, it means that H can tell you to do something that you are uncomfortable with, or tell you to do something that you feel is out of line, say something out of line, do anything that she shouldn't be able to do as a teacher, and you feel that administration won't back you up, and that other people won't back you up, because if they do, they will also be kicked out. That's basically what that says to me, right? The significance of the stage being able to turn and the colors that you're wearing, it's probably not that significant. It just has to do with it being a high-tech production or something that a lot of money is put into. But I can just very confidently say that that's something that would happen in real life. Maybe not with that exact situation, but you feeling like there is an injustice happening and that you can't call attention to this injustice without being personally punished for it. I've went through that in my waking life. I've gone through that in real life, where I was like, hey, this is wrong, and I feel like I should be able to report this, but I can't, because the person that I would report this to would not support me, you know? And that's kind of a difficult thing to say, however, it's true, and I know it's true. And Bimbos, I'm glad to hear that it's correct. I was actually, when you messaged me about your nephew dream, the reason I asked you when you were having it was because I kind of had the thought, or I had in my brain, that you said the dream was recurring, but it hasn't happened in a while, and I just know you haven't been watching your nephew recently, so I kind of guessed that this is a stress dream brought on from having to look after your nephew, worrying because it's something you care about a lot and you don't feel you're qualified. But then you stopped having this recurring dream, which meant that whatever that stress was had been addressed, or you weren't going through it anymore. So yeah. You started babysitting by yourself, and obviously it went fine. That's what I meant. You know, some variation of your fears were addressed in real life. You know? But yeah. Jesse, or anybody else whose dreams I analyzed, let me know if you think that it was accurate, a yay or a nay. And if it was inaccurate, let me know why. And yeah. Spot on. Oh, okay, cool. That makes me feel kind of good. I did a bit of a hard read with yours, so kind of hurt though, not gonna lie. No, I have a tendency to do that sort of thing. I'm sorry. I do have a tendency to look a little bit too closely, look a little bit too deeply into people's dreams. I just accidentally opened up a Word document. I think you were pretty accurate. Thank you. Chloe does this thing that she's told me before that's like, she says that I never call something unless a blind man who is also 50 feet away could call it. And I would say that's pretty accurate. I kind of do what a lot of fortune tellers do, where I try not to go too in depth unless I know something about your real life. But unlike fortune tellers, I'm not trying to convince you that this is magic, right? I'm just being honest and saying this is probably what this means, you know? I would say you were spot on, but you didn't do the horse surrogate dream. If you make me do the horse surrogate dream, I will cry. I don't want to talk about you having a dream that you are a surrogate for a horse, okay? Thank you. I think that's my right. I think that's my right as a streamer. To get to ignore you saying that you dreamt about horses. Your sister dreamt about horses. I'm going to try to find somebody to raid now. Feel free to just chill. I'm happy to thank you to everybody who showed up. This is a shorter dream. A shorter stream. But it's because there's only so much I can talk about when it comes to dreams, and also it's kind of a topic that can be very highly personal. Horses are horrible. Yes, Hannah, I know you don't like horses. But yeah, it's very highly personal, and so I don't want to look into it too much, if that makes any sense. Because I don't want to potentially offend people or give out advice that is just, like, not inaccurate, but, like, harmful in any way, you know? Maybe I'm reading into it too deeply, but I think that that's probably my responsibility as someone who's live streaming looking at your dreams, to not overstep my bounds. Let me, if you have anyone you would like me to raid, someone you know who's live right now, let me know. But yeah. You both hate horses. You should have let me know. How does your sister feel about horses, Jesse? That seems important to me. That's an important thing to say, to include. Slam Dunk is live? How come it's not showing up for me? I can't see that Oh, Slam Dunk's not live. It says Slam Dunk's watching somebody else. Are you sure? Are you sure, Hannah? She's indifferent. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Just ended. Gotcha. Yeah, I noticed. I started looking for someone to raid like 5 minutes ago, and I noticed that they weren't live. Okay. Okay, I found the person I'm going to raid. You couldn't make your cheesecake today? The bananas aren't sweet enough? I'm sorry. When you do make your cheesecake, send me a picture. But yeah, okay guys, I found out who we're going to raid. I know nothing about what they're doing, however, they just seem cool. But thank you so much to everybody who stopped by for the stream today. Thank you everybody who sent me a dream for me to analyze. I'm sorry that I decided to cut it a bit short, but it's because the dream analyzing, although fun on the surface, it seems very difficult to bounce off of someone's dreams and make light of them. A bit strange to me. So next time, I can't tell you when the next time I'll be live is. I'm not sure. It will probably be Sunday, but I'll make sure to say something on my Instagram, post on my story, and I'll also probably add it as a stream schedule, like on Twitch beforehand. But yes, I know some things I've talked about. Next Thursday, I will 100% be doing an Earth Day stream. Time to be determined. I also, at some point, have to buy a piece of cheesecake and eat it, and that will be exciting. And, yeah, that's about it for me. Go check out Badger's podcast, by the way, if you're interested. It's called Badger's Deep Dives, Badger's Internet Deep Dives. I keep getting that wrong, but it is called Badger's Internet Deep Dives. It's available pretty much anywhere you can find podcasts. A new episode should have come out today, and an episode featuring me will be coming out next week. Alrighty? Thank you so much to everybody who tuned in. You guys are the best. We started my first ever hype train today, so thank you for that. That's crazy. Never thought that would happen. But yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. I love you. Is that too forward of me to say I love you? But yeah. Okay. We're going to raid. Thank you so much to everybody for coming. You're the best. And I will see you, at the very least, next Thursday. And when we go into Dr. Scarecrow's chat, if you can, do the crab pogs, okay? That will be what we do. Thank you so much. See you later. Goodbye.